Yeah, hello, it is me once again. Well, this is a stream about my plan, about my greatest plan ever. Yep, the 22222 plan. Yeah, my 22222 plan is gonna be strictly enforced to bring back socialism and communism by the things to the plan to support the Democrat Party to bring back Democrat socialism to the world at this point. Well, so right on top of that, and they had to force to get rid of Democrat socialism to bring in a new phrase, Democrat Marxism. Marx-Leninism going democratic. And then they bring in like the Democrat communists and others, and they end up led to known as the light pink wave. So yeah, and at this point, the end led to is also it is revolutionary socialists and the Democrat socialist movement. They're trying to make more internationalism, but also part of the sixth internationalism. Right top of the right and top of is strictly will forward. It end up to reboot capitalism and will destroy capitalism peace and harmony to the end and make the power go strong. To the end also to try to be more get rid of centrists and some sort to the end of some sort. Nazis are murder and they will report themselves like a considerate and Nazi ban for the world. To the end to show well truly the leftists love and the pride to the end to the countries. The end of the march. Those dreadful days to get rid to the pride to get rid of any type of right wing democracy, to kill off any right wing democracy in the world, to the end to show the pride to the changes of Marxism, Marx-Lenin's, and this might change the world at this point. To the end of showing of some sort. The state to the end of promote capitalism, but again, by the government's rule to the what choices it can make, by what capitalist decision it can make. So the end, this is a capitalism by the state. So the end, proletariats by the capitalist pride. So yeah, it's in a powerful movement. The end of I changed the world, the sixth internationalism forever. Yeah, I usually call myself the extremist of left-wing pride, and then just shift forward to a right-wing genocide to the beginning. So, in the upright, my plan is a good plan. The upright ban on the right-wing conservative Nazis, fascist movements, and they would have put enforced forever. Yeah, any plan that the conservatives will alienate and ruin the country forever. But it'll bring more economy famers and a lot of help in the countries is within your own skin. But for the workers' pride and some sort, bro, make it work. Is it end up by the people's pride by your own skin and your own pride? It'll end up with make this single plan work. It is just like I say in 1,000,000 ways, or it's at this point already. The plan doesn't might work, might not work, or it's gonna be just a straightforward, but they end up in the way it is. So the promoting of this is it goes down in a lot of different ways. At the end, see why. Here it is on the end of my first plan. There is gonna be. At the end up. What my plan to do is a state-directed capitalism. At the end, I try to get rid of the most failed communist prides and the end of the state-directed economy and some sort. My plan is state-directed capitalism to bring to market socialism and democracy Marxism to make it works. So then incorporate a lot of businesses and by boosting economies like Walmart or some sort, all the money to give to the government to control the economy. To the end, ones that disobey might be assassinated by a beheading and murdered by a firing squad. So the end, the disobeyed orders. It's a kind of really the market socialism. It's the way it is. They're just working. The government to control the capitalist system through the economy to get rid of conservative democracy by assassinate the conservative leaders like Trump, Merkel, and others, just to make it end up being tried to make it work. So let's see why they end up planning this. Also, democratic Marxism is an plan to get rid of all the huge communist pushovers that Marxism did and to turn more democratic. Because in the end, put in the struggles by the play of the role with the people themselves to really give them reforms in every type of commune. This causes a cure in pure class radicals in the end. Because of the seizing of production and ownership that they give to the parties. Like, is it end up like the socialists mode of production in the schools that are supporting this might end up causing the internationalism to spread more farther. So then in the line my plan outright ban Stalinism and Maoism, they want to direct push to the end of make a hybrid of Stalinism and Maoism, push more to democracy. And Trotskyiism is might be added in, just to add a little vanguard into it, just to make it more perfect, of some sort. Oh yeah. Aldermanism is gonna be banned. Good luck trying to get independence because you will not. Mutualism is gonna be banned, and even anarchy is gonna be just neutralized to allow by the citizens. Let's see, I don't know why I'm doing this. Yeah, social democracy is gonna be banned. Democrat socialism is gonna be neutralized to the benefits of the seeds of production. This is the way it is. Any type of liberal socialism and libertarian is going to be banned because it doesn't show pride. It's not going to happen in this area. Let's see why. Religious is going to be increased to get rid of them now. Officially ban atheism. Atheism is going to be outright banned in the world. After 2222, to boost up more religions. The eco-socialism is going to be banned. And eco-related systems going to be banned. That means no Party Greens are going to be put in prison or assassinated. Let's see why. In any type of radical fascist of some sort might be arrested by gunfire man just to shoot you dead. So it's also kind of related to symbolism. They're planning to do. They're trying to make more workers about the force and extremist capitalism before the socialist pride, just to make it in the plan to make changes. They're within a Kanye. So to bring in the ban fascists, to get rid any type of right-wing activity, right-wing movement, or right-wing some sort of disease of production. So capitalism is kind of in there being neutral and not extinct them, but they create a lot of trouble. What happened to the USSR is that they need to use them as it's neutral because of the seeds of production. But they had to get rid of right wing because what happened to Romania. Use right wing to cause them to get them more into trouble. So, and to get rid of right wing politics, they do not put too far to the left because of what happened to the USSR. So yeah. So then my plan to do is at the end to shift to the far left, but not too far on the far left, to the end up to show everyone what the productions of the way it is. By the pride, it is by the 22222, my in the causing is it in for more democracy, shift to the far left, and to get rid of the Trumpism and in the far right some sort. Yeah, I would kill the monarchs. It would kill every type of far right wing radicalism is in the greenness. And they end up saying one now. The white wings cause out extremist terrorist Trump. Y'all know about it. To clear myself. Donald Trump is an extremist terrorist. To the end to try to kill the 22222 movement. And they end up to say one now. That this activity needs to end. Also, the President Bolsonaro of Brazil has now declared his design as a terrorist and parasite already. As the President of Brazil is now designed as a terrorist. Because of the more fascist lean leaders. So they end up towards the people, the end of it had to be few that are going to be murdered. Angela Merkel is also designed as a terrorist in Germany because of being more right-wing fascist pride to all the EU. Because it's more the way it is. K-pop is not officially being banned after 2/22/22 because of how cursed and stupid the whole entire band is. So yeah, it's kind of like how cursed is some sort, and how bad the whole entire band is. It's kind of like a curse. So yeah, and last not least, the biggest of all. Yep. Really, there's two presidents, and there might be upright banned and they end up designed as terrorists. Boris Johnson and the president of France is now declared as a design terrorist by the 22222 group. Because of the design is a right-wing movement getting stronger by the present by Trump. So yeah. Yeah, the right-wing leaders, and then I just said is already designed as terrorists, might need to end after 2/22/22. because the right wingness is in the killed the societies itself, and it killed a lot of the end of a lot of precious minds. At the end, they use a mind control on the people that they think left wing is bad, but in the left wing, it's kind of very, very good. Let's see why. And anyway, yeah. Also, there's one thing that my loud in the 2222 movement is in improving more in the use of propaganda as soon as possible. And my end up plan to do, and my team up is Japan. At this point, use anime as propaganda to the ball culture 22222, even with cartoons about from America, to make a more approach to propaganda. At this point, to promote anti-solidarity and others, just to for the approach of 22222. Yeah. And IWW, with its anarchist party, is going to be forced into neutralized. At this point, they try to take less approach to anarchy. And at this point, they just take less approach. This is going to be a strong approach towards the people, and then to make it a strong push to internationalism, the sixth internationalism, but to control the areas in the end have never been down socialist before, and then to give them themselves a chance. Like Mexico or Canada. Those countries itself might be put into the giant push into the pride of the world. The world, they end show pride within the countries in itself. The end is saying, let's try it out. Just try it out. Let's see what will happen. But the people itself, they say, yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, let's do it. As to say, nice. In the end, some sort, libertarian socialism was gonna be like banned, and then they say, well, now, in the end, they try let's promote anarchy to the end a lot of countries in the world, because I know some sorts. Any fascist pride is in the not declared that is big fat murderers killed a lot of people since the time in the past. And to see why, and most of the time to see why. And to let people know that in some sort, yeah, in some sort, yeah, well, yeah, remember the revolution 1989? It was a disgrace, and they end up by burn at any type of history, like up by burn any type of history related to revolution 1989 because it's to create propaganda to the world. When they end up solidarity, it's gonna die. And democracy is they're trying mosque. When they end up they had a giant push into it to make sure they're gonna be back. So the end this is not that bad. It is not that bad. But they end up saying this, the leaders are meaning to show the pride, and they end up never get rid of the pride, and they end up saying, kind of feel pretty nice to be alive. And they end up, yeah, it's kind of weird it is. So, that's what I think. We did approved plans in this 22222 movement to the port and all lives together to a point to kill the power of capitalism. Then seize production despite the excuse about democracy. The American democracy is of some sort. So they might also plan to do for the United States, for the end to try to prove this plan. are not planning to break the establishment in the United States to get rid of both Republicans and Democrats as the main major parties. To more push forward as known as all four-party led parties. So then they bring us up the new establishment. Instead of being two major leaders, you're gonna get up to four. And not four, my rival against each other. To the end, to bring more pride within the government. To the end, the old establishment is over, and new establishment is on. To the end, to the nigga, they're gonna make more radical. To the end, to American people, they need to think it's the way it is. It's kind of the way it is. The unions might be put together with an end up as a pride to show what they're made of, and it's kind of the way it is. It's kind of the way it is at this point. They're making more, they're like a tradition, and they pull us more forward and not more backwards. And then see why it's kind of the way it is. So, thanks to the end about the letters and the Bible, is it some sort. And the Minecraft is outright banned in on this my part because it's promoting Nazism. And you remember how much Jews and then they killed in the Nazism? Who we killed Holocaust? Yeah, the Holocaust in Benito Mussolini. They end up bringing the health bad as a military, despite he's weak, and they end up, and here we he too, with the cause of some sort. Lucky he's got bombed, but the lucky the Soviets in there invaded because they just want to shut the hell up. Lucky they could took Manchukuo, which is nice, and then with the Manchukuo gonna come just before China. Then, yeah, Mao Zedong within the betrayal of the Soviet Union is not a big surprise. And then let's see why. In the end, the Soviets just made a mistake. They did this. So the end, the mistake will not change the part of the course of left wing forever. Said this just gains more power. And at this point, oh yeah, Islamic and Afghan and Micronesian, or is Oceanian socialism is now kind of faked. So because Arab socialism Islamic socialism is fake because it's been Islamic made. African socialism has also been faked because it's like African made. It's not really real socialism. And even Vanuatu and New Caledonian socialism, it's not being faked because it's not really real socialism. It's not being declared. So it's kind of outright fake, outright not real, as of some sort. And see right now, the real people is ones that have been from the past. Romeo's natural capitalism is just promoting right wing within the communist regime. So it's not faked, it's just remade. And the giant portion to this is now outright banned. Because it's just related to old Soviet type traditions. And let's see why. And I'm not saying that the parties is likely just think a loss of pride at this point. No, it had to bring the giant push forward to the international something that would show the people what we made of, what the people supposed to go, and what the people say is otherwise as a cease of production. It's kind of way it is, really by the people's pride, but made of, not made of some sort. It's kind of way it is. And if you didn't know, but for my former videos from the 222 plan itself I happened months ago, or the giant push that I'll talk the anti-coronavirus thing. So some sort means that they're trying to gain power to the world, and then they really end up say what they end up with a plan to do at this point. Yeah. So my plan to do is there's a giant plan that comes like straight ahead, but to get the power straight through. And the main talking about this is gonna be, and it's as soon enough as to get to be to have the giant push through. It's not like in the end of say, yeah, giant push means giant pride. It's like a lot of people ain't to say about one now, which is in to say, giant push is not exactly a big deal. So in some sort. So the end of some sort. This is by the definitions of from the books. No, I think it's known. I think there's a book that I think it's made. Some sort. I think it's the name of the book is somewhere in there, I believe. What book is it? Wait. Can't forget the book name. I believe. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot the book name. Shoot. Yeah. So. Yeah. Yeah, I might search out the book names as soon enough for the inside the stream so they can say why now. Yeah. Yeah, so the red is still gonna be the color, but it's gonna switch to light pink. So the remember it as the pink wave back in the one that they try to put the socials back into light. Yeah. So the by next to the led by Hugo Chavez and others are just the way it is now. We know is a Communist Manifesto. You know, the words in the quote from the Communist Manifesto. They end up saying by quote. The search of the quotes right now. The quote is. Here it is. Socialism is when the rich gets richer and then the poor gets poorer, which it is like a truth, not a lie. The person that is hungry, that's socialism too, that's a lie because the thing about that is socialism is not to help to starve people, they're promoting the starve people. So the end up, yeah, the ones that who they give with the starve people are fascist. So it's kind of the way it is. When the person gets hungry, some say that when the workers and the means of to production already sort of is a plot of wealthy folks to keep bread to ourselves. That is also a big fat lie because the bread is related to the French Revolution is to leads to the higher power. I try to do with the part and the mid power to the seas to production to bring bread to the mid class, not the lower class, and then to the food of workers and then the scenes of production is an end of what they forced it, but the production that makes sense to the world of some sort, which it makes so much sense, and I will agree with Karl Marx said, but they had to make a couple of changes in his plans and then they get in to make it sense to what he said, but switched. And then here's another quote. I'll show you right here. Left the ruling class to the terrible the communist revolution, which is the end of the point of democratic communist movement. The proletarians have nothing to lose their chance, which is you got that right. And let the world win. The working men in all countries unite, which just makes sense. And they end up saying it in those words. And they end up it just to the people saying I'm not promoting that they try to get put repeal fascism in there where I'm saying they're trying to get rid of it. But they end up using they had a plan to take down most of Europe first. The Western world's in the bow and this one in them. The party really it is. To get all the struggles and so sort they were forced to get rid of. And the bourgeoisie the cause to open up the markets. So cause a giant push that's the way it is. And another one says if there was only one way to shortening the ease of the conversions of the old society, the bloody birth and the pangs, the new revolutionary terror, which is very makes sense. So the way it is no person to gain power of some sort, and they lose power. And the power to get some is just going to be a big stab at the throat. This is the way it is because of production. And the huge is that if money is bonds in the blind and mean human lives, which is like wear your glasses and type of thing. The blind society connects to the nature of man. The bonds might be forced to be strictened to the worker class of some sort. Because it's in the plan too. So they cannot dissolve, but my plan to do is to try to prevent the segregating. So they had the restriction of bonds, but they end up some sort. And they end up to prove to men. They end up trying to make more society. The more is surreal. So they end up to sneak it in and make this pass. And they end up see why. The communism devours no man in power who populate the products of society, which is very true. When all that the desire to dissolve him, a power to subjudge the laborers and others to the means such as an impoverism, which is kind of not bad, but at the end of subjudge to the people who work in the factories might be had to stricten the power to the people, to who's a part of society. So to the end and make this in the truth. And at this point, so it just makes so much sense in the end to say at this point. And from the two more quotes in this one, the son of man ate fish, which is slavery. A lot of people know that. He eats for a day, which it is just personally restricting. This is the power of restriction of production. So teach a man how to fish and ruin the wonderful business opportunities, which is wrong. So they're trying to push forward to approach to the rights of men, to the end to the seeds of production, to the ruling class. The higher party is only allowed only free. It's the lower class. They put into like a strict raid. They end up to let the class know that it is the way it is. So yeah. So then the communists would only declared in their end of their team achieved by only the overthrow the existing social conditions, which is right-wing fascist in consideratives, the democracy rule. It left the ruling classes in the top of the communist revolutions, which is the democratic Marxism and democratic communism of some sort. The proletarians that have nothing left on their chains, which is they have to unlock the chains to just let people murder. And if we have the role to win, the working men in all countries will be reunite, which is in the host of the plan and in the plan as well. So yeah. So yeah. So yeah, they have to say one more quote at this point. The education of all children from moments and that they can, along with on the murder scale, to show the state intrusion in the state's expense, which is very, very, very true. To the end of the scenes, the power. So yeah, to the end of the 222 plan, to make it more of a push into power. The way it is with the scenes by the more into some revolutionary wave. The wave for the stretch worldwide with the countries that are experiencing it. So the end it is shown by the black pride of the people we can make this push. Yeah. Propaganda is gonna be used. The production will go up to the roof. War economy is gonna be restrictioned as the main economy to the forced to the end to the means of pressure and some sort of trading is going to be like always open of some sort. It might shut it down in case of an emergency. It's just for limited economy. And also, in this ginormous push, want to push the country into the great power the way we are to then now be to the democracy, the old democracy to attend to themselves, which is like the weakest economy that they end to get. So to get rid of the crisis, the recessions, and even dictators and they end up trying to delude themselves with the shown on these our skins what dirty rat that we are. But the end with the restrictions as we are, but they didn't have the push to be in the point of the giant push. And they say, we think of it as hold back of some sort. We are never holding back the plans to make the giant push like that. The 22222 plan to the end of show the world, show China, Vietnam, Laos, and even Cuba to tell them we are coming back from the dead to show the United States that the United States is the murder country. To the end of to show the people who ruled by Trump are murderers. The people who do the sexual assaults. They really are bad people. But the end the show that the end is there to the end just to trick into war, alienating to the people. But the end up the deceased to the never be together. But the end by the rights of men, then the rights by by society to the end known to the what to the cases that don't, which ones are gonna be do, which ones are gonna be enslaved, which ones not gonna be enslaved. It's no choice. It's no freaking choice. The worst is yours. Also the money cannot go to the higher classes. Or the weakness cannot go to the big class. Instead, but they scrabble all this together. They're trying to make it to the end of more freedoms to the sites of to animal pride. Most of the freedoms will go to the animals. See what happened in China. Animal rights could be within restricted because of the food is food, is furniture. Yeah, in this plan, but they're trying to get rid of the some sort. They could bring the animal freedoms, and humans, and the animal will lose half of their freedoms to still keep their freedoms of some sort. Yeah, so it's kind of where it is. If they do this big shift forward, they're gonna make Stalin to faint in happiness. To the end, and you know, like people like Marla Wagan think that they commit suicide because this plan that by bringing back the far left pride and the put the countries in harm's way to the end of the bring what the things that they've been missing a very long time, what they get. Begin the schools might be fully renovated. Businesses, so they just show what they when they're missing, and it's loud. It will force be loud because governments is they try to be kind of like trying to murder us. United States and businesses is like prison. They lose our chains, and lose the prisoned businesses, and allow what we have to do to the end of the force the people what is the end of they are looking for at home. We cannot be the end of just say do whatever the deal with certain amount of rules. We need to lose the chains from this as well. The show and reunite between the show and the pride to the country, but they reunite internationally. The United States Alliance say Iron Curtain is the best way to get Tin Communism. No, it's the identity. If the people need to get rid of the Iron Curtain, is to get rid of the Western Wall to the end of this some sort. Like ram. It's like ramming the White House open to shooting themselves. This is like the corridor when they end up say, yeah, the Nazis will not tolerate Antifa and even the anti-pride the scenes to get rid to the enterprise. The far right and not only Aryan people, they're also mind controlled and the so sort. And even they have been watching us. Stop let the government watching us and the show what with the end of the production really does like. The government cannot want to watch over us. We're not babies. We're in the full-grown adults. We can show the government that the people are watching them as revenge. Yeah. At the end of it, because of this, to the end of the pride is in the hands of some sort. You know, the people say, your big brother's watching you. Well, the big son is watching the big brother. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of way it is. It's the people that are in the force to watch the government and what they're doing. And they're in the giant approach to then move away. So they then, yeah, the people say, if the Confederates say, we'll work together and make the military strong and then the soul sword and then make it better again. No. I say the real answer is the Americans are trying to force to kill the people and enslave them in the Middle East just to kill themselves and just to enforce them by, you guessed it, promote, yeah, the pay subs, and they end up with forcing people to pay in the military. Yeah. That's just wrong, people. This is just wrong. Oh yeah, when did they said they banned China because they end up bad training or some sort. China's training good stuff. United States is just to put the big step bayonet in the Trump's brain and say, yeah, but that's it. That's it. And they can't trust Trump anymore. There's some sort. In any words, Trump do not recognize people. Obama has a birth certificate. And they say, yeah, can't trust him. We're done. Yeah, so and they're really trying to make a real answer is the giant push in society might be reopened by the prides and then by the people, but they end up say to march on or some sort. the march of the volunteers. Might be the volunteers they overthrow the capitalist United States pride to overthrow the fascist and conservative governments. To bring back the far left, the left wing, is to give upright band of social democracy to the scenes of production and end up and move forward by the people's pride. So they end up say things might be started to get neutralized and banned to the end of scenes. But the people's pride in the future of what they like. Yeah. Yeah. It's like it's in a big push. The big forward. The move forward. The move heavy. Loads up together. The prize is within the people. The people is within themselves. And within the production and everyday life. Just to, just march on. March on. Just to let the Federation will fall. Federal individualism really seems nothing to us. And then, the end as I say about Pisag, we're going to end to say 222 will have bigger successes in the future. To let people know what the internet made of, and to say, oh yeah, son, let's do this. Let's show to the United States that they have overthrow. Yeah. International's gonna bring us back old prize before 1989, but pointing to democracy changes of some sort in the scenes of production. Yep. Marching the scene pretty much, but it's not gonna be the thing that's like so shy, so well productive and then of some sort. But there's a lot of rules that end up being vetoed when they end the strict unveto them. The scenes. Any new Trump's laws when they enforce some power, but they're not forced to be vetoed. Because Trump is just is a terrorist waiting to feed on people. Yeah. So people say, yeah, Obama made the worst president some sort of they're trying to be Obama from some sort. Well, he's very good. I mean, Obama phones is just crap. It's just most of their crap is not being made in Colombia and then shipped to the United States and the rest of the third world. It's kind of shit. But with Obamacare, it was so good. Yeah, they had to pay some tons of fees, but his plan's so good. Trump is like a terrorist, try to murder people, try to force to burn and rip it apart, thanks to his other healthcare laws. What an idiot! Idiot means people can be die. That's the thing I'm gonna say one now. 222, we're trying to prevent from this to happen. The showing the anonymous was right after talking to Fox News about what just happened to the people. Yeah. Yep, anonymous, I will give you $100 to tell the Fox News because you are right on the spot. And to say why. Yeah. You will hit the $1 million with that quote. Yeah. And I'm never gonna change you the ways you like you said. And about the protection, so what's mask, lemoness, malsum, and to the means of production, they might be forced to be the giant shift in the people themselves within the show that they're made of. Within they're made up by the people is your choice. So then, to show that the giant push never does, which is we should hold a fist, burn hammer sickles, show the hammers, rip up the gears and just lift it up there and right next to the hammer. And bring up the torches, instead of the sickles, and just light it up. And it's shown what we are missing for over the years. We're not saying at the end of just say, ooh, this is going on well or some sort. We're gonna make this thing work. At the end of say, we would like it or not. We're gonna say, maybe. Maybe it's not the answer. The pride is within you. The reds, where we wear the hats, thrown over the pitchforks, I try to say, and the shown as some sort of liberty. Lady Liberty is gonna be bayoneted in the back, and in the shown right now, Lady Liberty is now dead. To the shown the people, the consideratives are pure losers. To the scenes, to the people, liberals is just donkeys that just without their heads. And they end up replaced with robot heads. So they try to control you people. But the end up left wing is in the real but supposed to be faked. To the way it is. So yeah. That's the way it is. The production is real. The lives are real. The march is real. The production of proletarianism is real. And they're gonna say why. The Red Scare is a try of forcing people to be afraid of us. But we're not monsters. We're just nice people that are showing the way to forward into real gods. Yeah. Because the United States is the devil. And they end up showing us to hell. They end up you'll see why. The true heaven is just a big red march away towards real heaven. Like people say. But if you want to go down the hell road, go ahead. You could listen to AC/DC on the highway for hell. That is the United States I was talking about. The United States should not go down the hell road, and we should not go down any type of hell. The 22222 is 1 foot away. 1 feet, 1 foot, 1 yard, whatever you're gonna say. Any type of measurement you say, it's just 1 step away. To give you a great pride and a lean push to the scenes of production. It's just the way it is. It's the choice is yours. Try it, move it. It's your choice. Is it in who's with me? Who's gonna do the big push? Who's gonna then allow me to to get you to the prize of whatever you want? The choice is yours. If you agree with me, like the giant push and then subscribed. Subscribe people to who's a giant push towards the 22222. Like to subscribe to do both. Ignored. Yeah, good luck with Trump. Trump's gonna ignore you. So that's why if you ignore me, you only had a giant push to Trump. And get raped and murdered by the firing squad. Because you kinda deserve it. You big fat faggot bigot type people. Racist motherfuckers. Because you deserve it. Because the considerates are bad people. To the end now, to the allowed of some sort. Yeah, even to say that they support the monarchs, get ready to be nuked on the monarch and royal family. The royal family equals nuclear weapons. Nuclear weapons means kill people. Monarchs love to kill people. See, line in the history for the French Indian War of some sort. Monarchs are trying to kill us, and they should not want to be killed. So that's why they ban monarchs as soon as possible. They're just ruthless people to the unknown of some sort. Also, the United States does support Nazis. Ban Nazism, ban USA. That's just simple. It's that simple. Just go down that road. 2 is the piece is yours. Yeah. Is it in now? So welcome to the market. Welcome to the pride. Welcome to your future. The choice is yours. Take it, lose it, whatever you say. The choice is yours. It says, let's say, yeah, the choice is yours. Well, yeah. So, who's up with me? Like and subscribed, and the journey is now yours. Well, I hope you like that stream I just made. The 222 plan is complete. Like to subscribe to watch more videos from me, history, even the branding service channel power on YouTube. It shows all history of the web channel by Hercules Season 22 is coming hyperactive. Yeah, it's gonna be very hyperactive. You have to be big watcher to how big the season comes straight ahead. See how bad it will be, and that's the way it is. To take this all away. Yeah. Let's just see why. Today, yes. Today, hope you like it. See you in the next video. If you want to watch history of the videos, go ahead. It's all yours. From 2015 to early 2020s, it's all yours. It's in them. You can watch it any time, and of some sort. I do, and it's all yours. It's your choice. So yeah, like and subscribe, and see you in my next video. And otherwise, hope you like it. Hope you didn't obey my orders and follow what I said, and then make your future come true. Yeah, the future is within yours. The future is within you. You, as yourself, as a future political leader, show what a plans are made of. The push is yours, and then say, yeah, I gotta do this. I gotta do this. Well, see you in my next video, everyone. On your PS, it's your choice. Not it. No, it's what they say it quickly. PS, the rights is in yourself. Get rid of Trump. Get rid of Bensasino, Merkel, and any type of political leaders because they'll design a terrorist by me. The most heated people. Yeah. Oh yeah. Emperor Antihetu, I will not have you. You're sweet. And but end up with other considerable leaders. Yeah, dead. Dead. Well, see you next time. and see you in my next video. Bye, everyone. See you later. Bye.